Hello there. Good evening. What is that? Get it. What's up, YouTube? Quick video. Don't have a lot of time to film, and it has been nasty weather. It snowed yesterday. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. As you can see, there's a ton of snow on the ground. But I wanted to make a video about why I use a super cheap kayak. People on YouTube have a lot more money than me sometimes, and they have these super nice kayaks. Now, I'm not dissing on anybody who has good equipment. Now, when it comes to guns, I have a lot of money in my gun. When it comes to archery equipment, I mean, I have a Bowtech compound bow. I have a 10-point XLT Turbo 2 whatever, super expensive crossbow. I have suppressors. I have night vision scopes. Yeah, sometimes you need the really good equipment. What do you see, bro? Stop looking at the ghosts. Go away. No one's died in this kayak. So yeah, so I get it. Sometimes people have really expensive equipment because they need it. I did not need a very expensive kayak. First reason I bought this kayak, let you know where I was at in life. So I was 20s, still going through college. I might have already finished my first degree, might have been on my second degree. So I didn't have a lot of money. I was paying all my own bills, going to a cheap college, but still, college is expensive. Books and all that stuff. Didn't have a lot of options, right? So first thing, didn't want to spend a lot of money. Plus I was buying for two. My wife wanted one. So I needed something that I could afford, that would get me out on the water, that would get the job done, and, you know, just the very basics. I needed the basics. I paid $160 each with a paddle for mine and my wife's. So for $320, we walked out of the store with two kayaks, two paddles, and now we've had them for 5 years now. So I really can't complain with what this kayak has gotten me. Of course, there's no frills to it. There's nothing fancy. This is supposed to be a, you know, water bottle holder. It ends up being, hey, whatever I'm switching out right now, the holder. So if I throw a crankbait off and I throw a spinnerbait on, or if I take my buzzbait off, but I didn't need anything fancy. And that just should be a point to everybody that's watching this. You don't have to have a $2,000 kayak. You don't have to have a $1,000 kayak. You don't have to have a $400 kayak to get out on the water, go fishing. I mean, I spent $150 on this. Even if you're some young guy, or gal, go out and cut some lawns, babysit, do your chores, whatever it takes, get a kayak, get a life vest, and get out and go fishing. Second, I wanted something that could contain items while I carry it. So I didn't want an open top. I didn't want the whole thing, you know, sit on top, whatever. I didn't want it completely open. So when I go fishing, everything goes in there. Whatever tackle I want, rods, paddle, everything goes right here. I have a little container in the back, bungee down. That, you know, that's all I need. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to go out on the water for 12 to 15 hours. Typically my fishing trips are going to be 2 to 6 hours max. If I have a really good morning, I might stay on the water, but I mean, I'm not out there trying to make this into a yacht. Number two, weight. So half the places I fish, you have a pretty good walk, and everywhere I fish is public. I don't have any private places to fish besides my own lake here, and of course then I just shove it off the hillside, right? So I wanted something that I could carry that was super lightweight. Of course, they all have handles at the front There might be handles at the front and back for 2 people to carry or for you to drag. These things are super light. And trust me, I'm puny. So it's nice to have something that you can just pick up. I can carry this when me and the wife go somewhere together. I can pick hers up and carry them both. She can carry the rods or the tackle or whatever. And it's no problem. You can just walk around, carry these suckers all over the place. Number 4. As you can see, I've been throwing it around, dragging it around, beating it up. I fish rivers and creeks quite often. And a couple of spots I get into rapids, and you know, you have to get out and either drag that sucker through the rocks or you just gotta like force your way through the rocks. I am not worried about damaging this thing. It's kind of like if you have a Corvette, if you have a nice car, you park it way out in the parking lot, you don't want nobody to touch it, right? Well, if you drive a $150 car, you don't care where you park it, you park right up by the front, you don't care who door dings it, you don't care if you scratch it, it's whatever. Mudding trucks. I'm sure there's somebody watching this who goes mudding. You don't keep that truck perfectly clean. It gets dirty. This girl gets dirty. I guess this is a boy. This boy gets dirty. So basically that's it. I mean, I needed something that I could afford. $160 at Rural King, I believe, like 5 years ago. I needed something I could afford. I needed something lightweight. I needed something that held everything inside without tons of bungees or whatever. And I needed something that I don't care about beating up. Of course, without having all the nice things, it's not as comfortable. I get that. I bring a little foam pad sometimes, you know, throw a foam pad in there, whatever. There's no reason why you need to spend a ton of money on a kayak, especially if you're a young guy, young girl, young fisherman, new to the game. You know, just get out there and fish. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about who's going to judge you, because ultimately it's about making yourself happy. All right, I'm going to try to walk out on the dock nice and slow. I'm really surprised. There is a ton of fish up in the shallows right now, and it's about 40 degrees out here. They might be waiting for me to feed them. I guess we'll throw some food in and see. I mean, it's cold out here. Holy cow, look at them. There's a whole bunch of them. So probably what happened, I mean, it snowed yesterday. It legit snowed, and it stuck to the ground for a long time. However, today we had about a warm burst. It got up to about 50 today. It wasn't too bad. And the sun just must have warmed up these shallows and got them coming in. This is my first time feeding them this year that I've actually seen any fish. I threw some food out a couple weeks ago when we had some warm days, and nothing was taking the bait. So this is actually quite surprising. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me and Tank. Just a quick video. Wanted to get something out there before the end of the weekend. I worked the rest of the weekend. Hopefully I have time to edit this. Today is Friday, so it is also National Puppy Day. Say goodbye. Hey, I need you to sit real still for the outro for like 20 seconds. Sit just like that. There'll be a little subscribe button right over here. Hit subscribe if you're not. Over here. I got a band-aid. Over here, there should be a video that you may or may not have watched. It is mine. Go watch it. Go watch the video. Peace out, guys. Have a great weekend.